I like how it's all finally calmed down today. Earlier today, in the last video, I went to Rock Island State Park. That was awesome. That was really cool to see. But 30 minutes up the road from that park is another very well-known Tennessee state park. And that is Burgess Falls State Park. Now imagine a twin falls, but a twin falls that you can walk up to and swim in. Well, that is exactly what Burgess Falls is. And this park is just a few years older, or not, pardon me, or a few years younger than Rock Island State Park. Burgess Falls State Park became a Tennessee state park in 1978. So, about 10 years age difference. But this is really cool. And I've been wanting to see this waterfall for quite a while now. It's been on the list. But while we're walking down here, there are also some remnants of an old hydroelectric dam, or I should say an old power station that used to be around in the 1920s. It's not anymore. I believe it got washed out. But here along the trail, we will find pieces of that old powerhouse. And if you all haven't seen Burgess Falls, well, y'all are about to learn today. Because to me, it is probably the most beautiful waterfall in the state of Tennessee. And you can tell it's pretty well visited when a state park has to put in, it's not wood. It is a different, it's a mix of wood. It'll last a very long time and it is hard to get rid of. But, having said that, here are the first few pieces of that old dam. These are a part of the old flume line that used to run by it. There is a dam which is just up the road, and I believe that's where it came from. And it looks like here's another one that has fallen on hard times. And somewhere along this trail, there is a great turbine that is seemingly laying out in the middle of nowhere. Again, from that old powerhouse that we had just mentioned. Looking forward to this. Oh, and this is cool. Now this is an old bridge, actually. This is an old bridge that used to connect the flume line. Here's First Falls. It is that right there. And here's what remains of that old wooden bridge. And here is just a little bit more history on it. The suspension bridge you see over the First Falls carried the flume across the water, the Falling Water River. From there, the flume goes through a man-made tunnel about 100 yards and recrossed the river on a similar bridge upstream of the Big Falls. The flume carried water from the dam at the upper parking lot to a powerhouse below the Big Falls. I think it's really interesting that even to this day, it still exists. Like you can tell, like right there where the supports were and like the anchors, and it's just rotted away. It makes you wonder if the state park will eventually go in and maybe repurpose, or not repurpose, but renovate it. That would be very cool to see if they ever did that. But I know we're getting pretty darn close to the falls. Like the trail itself really isn't all that long. It's about 0.75 miles. So kind of about 3/4 of a mile. But I like that it's cooling down. It was just hot out there today at Rock Island. Very, very hot indeed. Looks like we're crossing ourselves another bridge. But at this one, there is a small waterfall. Like it kind of goes at the top right there. Makes you wonder what it's like deep down in the springs. For 0.75 miles, this just makes me realize how out of shape I am. And where's the darn waterfall? I think I hear something, but I won't know till I know. I guess you could say we're going to cross that bridge when we get there. This is about the third waterfall that I've seen on this particular hike. This one's pretty lazy though. I think it's more of a cascade than anything else. But seriously, I hear running water. Civilization! Yay! Well, not really civilization. But this is the overlook for Middle Falls. That was the water that I was hearing. Makes you feel like you're out west in like Oregon or something. Or as I said in the last video, makes you feel like you're out in the Amazon. But if y'all think this one is big, Burgess Falls is massive. Luckily, we're finally coming up to the overlook. Well, that wasn't so bad. Only took just a little bit. But here's the overlook. That does not look totally safe. But then again, I might be wrong. Now let's get a first glimpse. Oh wow. You see? I told you all it was amazing. Told you all it was amazing. That is a huge waterfall. And just look at this. Look how all those millions of years of erosion has led to this amazing sight. Like it starts there, and imagine like millions of years ago. Just think of what it probably looked like back then. It's crazy to think. And awesomely enough, this is how you get down to the waterfall. Hopefully it won't be as steep. You see, a steepness and big people do not mix. Not one bit. Or well, maybe not. Or at least the big falls anyway. That's where this one leads. I want to say that was the middle one. But online, I've seen people swim at the falls or at the base. I'm kind of wondering if maybe the only way you can get down there is via kayak. I really hate that. But it gives me incentive in the future. Because I can make another video sometime in the future. Like taking my kayak out. By the way, downstream a little bit, there is a put-in at a marina, or some kind of boat outfitter, I guess you could say it. And from there, you kayak about 3 miles and get to it. Which, well, like I said, unfortunately, that kind of sucks, but gives me a chance to do it in the future. But Burgess Falls, oh my goodness, this is amazing. As I say, that does not look totally safe. But since we're here, let's just enjoy the beauty one more time. Just one more time. And somewhere down there is what the leftovers of the powerhouse. But I think it's more down this little bit of ways. But I'm glad that I came out here. This waterfall is beautiful. So you know what? I think that will be the next adventure, you guys. Or maybe in the upcoming near future. We are going to kayak up to Burgess Falls, and we are going to swim in it. We are also going to see the remains of the old powerhouse that's down there. We're just gonna have ourselves a good old fun time. Well, my apologies, I thought you could swim in it, but we all make mistakes. Those things happen. But anyway, guys, remember, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. Always means a lot. Goes to show that y'all care. That y'all want to see more awesome videos. So without further ado, you guys, this vlog is over.